Hello everyone, I'm CJG, and I'm here today to show you how to make some money in No Man's Sky. So first thing you're going to need is a medium refiner. Doesn't really matter where you put it. I put it in my freighter for easy storage and deployment. They just stay right where they are. You need 100 magnetized ferrite and 5 dihydrogen jelly. And I find it's most convenient to put down 2 of them, so you can do this kind of at the same time. You don't really have to have 2 of them. So if you're just starting out, you may just want to do 1. But you want to just set it in a place that you know you can get to easily. And I have a portal here. You can't travel back to your freighter with the portal, but what you can do is you can travel to space stations. So what I want you guys to do is go to whatever space stations you can to find oxygen after this. So let's go to my current system's space station and see what we find. Okay, so here we are. Let's head over to the terminal. This is always going to be the first place that you go. The Galactic Trade Terminal. You're going to try to find oxygen. Oh, and perfect.
Product received.
Just buy as many oxygen as you can. It doesn't matter if you have just 200 or if you have 10,000. Just get as many as you possibly can. Now the sources that you can do this from are from the Galactic Trade Terminal, just like I told you. You can find other spaceships here sometimes, although there doesn't seem to be any here right now. Maybe that'll change. There's one more place that I'll show you guys. Now this place, I don't always go here in every space station because it's kind of time consuming. It's pretty easy to just go to the terminals, check for ships, and then go to the next galaxy. But see, I found way more here than there was in the actual terminal over there.
Product received.
Oh, wrong door. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this at a few galaxies, and it's pretty much the same exact process. Just do this at every galaxy you have if you only have a few. Just get all the oxygen that you can, and then return to the base with your freighter, or whatever base you have that you're doing this with, and I'll show you the next steps. I wanted to quickly show you guys something. I'm not done getting oxygen yet, but whenever the oxygen has a demand of plus any number, you may want to try a different system, because it will be more expensive to get it here than it would be to get it other places. But you can still get it from here if you just want a quick oxygen. Obviously I have more than enough units to take the loss from a positive number on these, so just keep that in mind. If the demand's higher, you'll be paying more for it. Okay, so whenever you see a ship at a space station, you can go ahead and try to buy some oxygen from them. Obviously this one is going to have a higher price than most other people, but it's probably because I buy a lot of oxygen these days.
Product received.
Which is fine, I'll just go ahead and buy it. Anyways, just check ships if you see them down here if you happen to while you're in the space station. Otherwise, just keep on heading to different galaxies. Okay, I have retrieved my oxygen and I'm back at my freighter. This is way more than enough oxygen. This is honestly a little absurd how much I have right here, but just go ahead and get however much you can. Even if you only get maybe 2,000, you're still going to get a huge return on your investment, and it's going to be worth it. So, first off, let's get this into the refiner. Now, it's not going to seem like a lot at first, because this is going to happen. Let me show you. What? But then we keep on doing it. It's a little bit longer. Ooh, 36. How about now? Now it's 216. So you only need 1 chlorine to do this. I don't know if I said this in the beginning, but you need to have oxygen and chlorine. Those are the only things you need. And you only need 1 chlorine to make this happen. Because all you have to do is just expand it. And that's already about 100 or 200,000 units, and it's only going to go up more and more. So, I just keep on expanding this out until it reaches to the point where it's about 4,000. When you have 4,000 chlorine, you can start. You can split them up and do both refiners. So whenever all of that takes place, I'll let you guys know. So I just want to show you guys that even just 1,300 chlorine is 780,000 units. That's more than enough for you to be able to reinvest that into oxygen and do this over and over again until you have literal millions. Which we'll get to that point. We will get there. But I wanted to show you guys that even if you don't have the capital to invest in a crap ton of oxygen like I did, you can still make this work for you and get to the point where you can invest in a crap ton of oxygen. So, that's all. Let's start it again and keep on going. Okay, so my chlorine has finished processing through, and I'm just gonna show you guys. I mean, whenever I started this, I think I had about 150,000 units. And so whenever I saw this after investing all my money into oxygen, I remember I just about had an orgasm. So, you want to go ahead and quick split your inventories here. That way, they can both be done at similar times, and you can refill the oxygen and everything at similar times. It just makes everything easier, in my opinion. So go ahead and start this one. And it takes about 4 minutes to process 4,095 chlorine. During that time, you can do literally anything else. I mean, you can go check on your fleet, for example. You can pretty much do whatever you want. The noise is kind of annoying, so I always move my character out of the way. And it takes a long time to process all of this oxygen here and what's already inside of the refiners. It does take quite a while to process all of it into usable chlorine. But once it's done, oh, I just cannot wait for y'all to see it. I'm just going to go ahead and split those. Why not? So, I will be in contact with you guys once this chlorine is all processed. It's going to take a while. Suggestions on what you can do while it processes. You can go do anything else in the game, but I tend to get distracted in this game. It's kind of made to distract you in a way, I feel like. It's beautiful. But, you know, 4 minutes, it's too long to just sit there and wait, but it's not long enough to actually go do something in the game. So a lot of times I will actually go do things in real life. I'll go fold laundry or, you know, vacuum my room or something like that. Maybe get a snack, use the restroom, do whatever you need to do. That's all you need to really know for now, and I'll see you guys here in a minute. Okay, so this is definitely more than enough chlorine to get started. You only need maybe one of these stacks to actually make a whole bunch of money, because, like I said, 6 million each. And that all depends on how much demand there is in whatever galaxy you go to. And that's where this next part comes in. So you've got all your chlorine. I would suggest avoiding flying in your spaceship for long periods of time with all of this, because this is a lot of units that you're holding on to right now. A lot of products that can be sold for units. And you just want to be really careful, because if you get identified by space pirates, they most likely will fight you for it. Of course, we can all scrap some space pirates, right? Anyways, you're going to want to go to whatever galaxy space stations that you haven't done this at yet. And I'm going to show you why you want to do that in just a moment. Now, I've already sold chlorine once here, and you can see that it drove down the demand greatly. Whenever you have a demand that's negative this amount, you definitely don't want to sell it here. So just don't do that, okay? Don't do that. You have better uses for your time. You can get more money if you go to a new system. Now, I coincidentally chose a system that's the most far away from where I just was, my refinery. So we're gonna head out here, we're gonna warp to a new galaxy, and I guess this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm gonna show you it anyways. And here's what we're gonna do. Fly out. Galaxy map.
Alert. Navigational data received.
I think it's something with the main story of the game. Not really something that relates to us very much. Okay, so I selected a system right here. It doesn't really matter where you go as long as you just go somewhere that you haven't been before. Now, I know I haven't been here before because it doesn't say visited next to it. Now, we're just going to hope that there's not a whole bunch of conflict here, and we're going to go right now. Alright, now when you come here, you want to not see a whole bunch of conflict. If it says that they're at war, then you need to run to that space station. And we're going to right now. Because I cannot handle it, and it says that the conflict here is aggressive. The space station is the only place that you need to get to, I promise. Okay, here we are, y'all. Now we're just gonna run on over to the side of the Galactic Trade Terminal. And here we are. You can look around here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy all the oxygen they have. Alright, we don't have chlorine on this list, but we can sell it here. 3.0, that's what you want to see, plus 3.0. Now, something that's very, very important before you sell this, you need to know this. Keep 1. That way you don't have to go looking for chlorine after you sell this, and you don't have to buy any back. So, do you see how much money I'm gonna make here? 44,900,000 units. I almost have 200 million now. It is that easy. Now, the reason that you want to keep on cycling through galaxies every now and again is that whenever you sell these things, it's going to decrease the demand. You see how low that demand is now? 71.6. And you do not want to see that whenever you're selling chlorine. You're going to have to go to a new galaxy to do this again. And just keep on repeating the process until you have enough units, however many you need. Hopefully you guys can go get yourself some new starships or something like that. That's actually how I got my current starship right here. Alright, y'all. I think that's the end of this video. If this video helped you out, go ahead and drop a like on it if you don't mind. Hopefully you can buy a new starship with your units. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye!